Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Joe Flash, and welcome to a special Mario Day reaction video. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, today is Friday, March the 10th. That means it is Mario Day, so I hope you have your calendars checked out for Mario Day, because this is going to be a special reaction just for Mario Day. So, I didn't play any games based off of Mario, although I thought I was going to, but didn't. I mean, it's alright, because I had college, and then I also had work. But thankfully, today was the last day, and now next week I'll be having a whole week off for spring break. Maybe I can hopefully make YouTube videos in if I decide to. I don't know if I will, but anyway. So I had my decision. This was a last-minute decision before I was going to call it off for the day, because I might go to bed early since I'm tired. I don't know, but this was a last-minute decision before I was going to call off my day. It's only like 9:52, so this was a last-minute decision pretty much. I wasn't sure if there was anything I was going to be able to do to celebrate Mario Day until I made this last-minute decision that I would do a special reaction video just for you guys for Mario Day. A special voice comparison reaction video for Mario. This is obviously going to be like the same exact thing that I've done before on my previous videos. You know I love to do some voice comparison reaction videos. So I figured that it would be best if I re-looked and re-reacted to an updated version of Mario voice comparison video by Behemoth89. If you guys may recall, either last year or whenever I decided to react to Mario related characters, I did Mario and characters voice comparison reaction videos on my reaction series, my voice comparison reaction series. I did Mario and the other characters, and Behemoth89's the channel that I was checking out the videos from the Mario characters from. Well, this video was released 4 months ago, so this one was this is a more recent Mario voice comparison video. So he probably deleted his previous one and updated it 4 months ago to now turn it into a newer Mario voice comparison, which basically it's updated, even though he didn't title it updated. But basically, this is Mario voice comparison updated reaction. So the video has been updated. I'm willing to believe that there is going to be Chris Pratt's Mario up in here, so, actually, you know what, yes, there he is, he's over there in the thumbnail of the video, so he's in here, because I was willing to bet to believe that if this was updated and made 4 months ago, I'm willing to believe that they added Chris Pratt into into the compilation, because they go through every single person that has ever voiced Mario in video games and movies and stuff, and I was willing to believe if this was released 4 months ago, I had to believe Chris Pratt was going to be up here, and I'm seeing him in the background for the thumbnail of this video right now, so yes, he's in this video. Which is great, because I was hoping that Chris Pratt would be in this updated version anyway, so that I could give my opinions on him when we get to him. Most likely or not, he's probably going to be the last one in this compilation, so I'll share with all my opinions when we get to him. But for right now, we're going to start from the very, very beginning. So I hope you guys will enjoy this video. This was the best idea I could come up with to celebrate Mario Day, because I know some of y'all love my reaction voice comparison videos, and I had a feeling that I was going to have I actually had a feeling that one day I was probably going to decide to do this anyway, because, with the Mario movie, the new Super Mario Bros. Movie coming out next month on April 5th in the United States, there's, going to be some people that are going to find out if they'll like the movie or not, and likely or not, we were going to, for people that make voice comparison reaction videos like voice comparison videos like Behemoth89, he was probably going to update some of the Mario characters he has for voice comparison and include the cast of the voice actors that are voicing the characters in the upcoming movies. So, I was hoping that Chris Pratt would be up here before then, because sometimes I'll even release him before the movie even comes out, release him from the trailers, which is great. So, yeah. So when we get to Chris Pratt, you'll hear my opinion on him. So we're just going to re-look through some history of all the previous men that have voiced Mario, as well as a more recent guy, and just give my opinions. As the same as usual, thumbs down if I like it. Maybe if I'm not too sure, if I have a little bit of like an okay, or I'm not too quite sure. Thumbs down if I don't like it. So, you know the drill. You've seen my videos before if you have not. So, there's nothing left for me to say other than I'm just ready to wrap up this day. Also wrap it up to call it off for Mario Day with a special Mario voice comparison reaction video, updated version. So I have nothing more left to say about this other than I'm just ready to get this out of the way to wrap up Mario Day for y'all, for all you Mario fans out there. And I'm also looking forward to tomorrow as well, because tomorrow I'm going over to my best friend Andrew's house for his birthday party. If you guys may remember, Andrew has been featured in some of my videos before in the past. He was in both of my Cards Against Humanity videos, Part 1 and Part 2. And He was also in both of my shockball challenges. The first shockball challenge was at his house for his graduation party. It's posted on my first channel, but however, my second shockball challenge is on my second channel, Joe Flash 6.7 Lives, because I decided not to post it on my first channel, because most likely because it was a fail video. Basically, I titled it Gone Wrong, because when you do the shockball, because it's like a plastic ball, you know, you have to put it on a soft floor, because if you put it on a hard floor, it'll break, and that's what happened in that video. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you should go check it out on my second channel, Shockball Challenge 2, Gone Wrong, you know what I'm saying? It was me and Andrew and Michael that did that, and, you know, I'm going to be at Andrew's house tomorrow for his birthday party. I actually got some of my stuff packed in that I'm going to be bringing to his house. Hoping maybe we can make, hopefully maybe him and the other guys that'll be there, we can make YouTube videos on my channel for his birthday party. I'm hoping so. If not, then that's okay. But I'm hoping so. But it should be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to Andrew's birthday party, just seeing some of the other guys that I've seen before. So that's all I got left to say. And I'm definitely ready for spring break, so, you know, to start next week. So this is just going to be one of the last few things I do. I might even play a few games before I go to bed, probably. So I'm just ready to go ahead and get this out of the way. I just thought I'd share you what I needed to say before I started this video. So anyway, let's take a look back in time for some history, as well as a more recent as well, like from past to present, to look at the voices for Mario. So let's go ahead and get right into it. There is no more time left to waste. So, like John Cena and Triple H would always say, your time is up, my time is now, it's time to play the game. Let's go ahead and get right into this, shall we? Mario, voice comparison, updated for Mario Day, March 10th, in 2023 for that matter, because for the last 2 years I did do something else for Mario Day for the last 2 years, and this is my idea for this year, so happy Mario Day, everybody. Hope you like this. So let's get this started, shall we? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, Japanese version. I think I've heard of that movie, Super Mario Bros. The Great Mission to Rescue Princess Peach, but never watched it. I'm only gonna say a maybe for this one. Just a maybe. Oh, wow, Peter Cullen. Man, I forgot. I completely forgot about Peter Cullen being a voice of Mario. Obviously, he's more better known for being Optimus Prime in Transformers, but man, I completely forgot that he was Mario at one point in his career. That's hard to believe. This was back in 1983, though, for Donkey Kong, and obviously Mario's design was so much more different. I mean, look at the design for Mario here. You wouldn't even think that's Mario, probably, but yeah. But, I mean, that's how things used to be back then in the old days, you know? Not to mention that the design for Mario kind of almost resembles Peter Cullen. I'm looking at the two side by side. Peter Cullen kind of almost looks like that design for Mario. It's kind of funny. But, yeah, Peter Cullen's definitely better off as Optimus Prime as part of the Transformers, but I know there was a few other videos he was featured in. I know he was in some of my other voice comparison reaction videos on my channel before, too. I don't remember who else he did, but Optimus Prime is obviously the best voice that that solidifies him in his career. But as Mario, I need to re-listen to that. That was too short.
I'm tired of playing second banana to that sneaky gorilla. Fire when ready.
I'll say maybe. A bit of a maybe. Kind of sounds more like Sonic, but I guess a maybe will how to do it. I just have to give it a maybe, okay? I don't really necessarily hate it, so I can't say thumbs down. I don't really hate it necessarily, so it's just a maybe. I mean, that's how old school these things used to be back then. Of course, yes! I mean, come on, man. That's a classic show, 1989, the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, an all-time classic show. Even if you didn't grow up watching this show back then, you know, if you relook at it, hopefully you like it. I mean, there's some people that probably wouldn't like it nowadays for the modern Mario fans, but, you know, that's an all-time classic. Even though this show was already way over past its prime by the time I started renting it in DVD or when I bought it on DVD when it was selling in Walmart and stuff, but it was enjoyable. It was an enjoyable show to watch. This was just an all-time classic, you know. And it was pretty popular back in the days, too, so yeah. That lets you know just how things used to work back then, and this show did used to really work for a lot of Mario fans back in the earlier days. That's pretty cool. Mario only made his debut in 1981, and this was like 8 years later after his debut, and this show just turned out to be something. And of course, there was no other man for Mario at that time than Captain Lou Albano. He was the voice of Mario in both the animation sequences and the live-action sequences, so he was Mario in both regards. And then Danny Wells was Luigi in both of those regards as well. I mean, Captain Lou Albano, he was Mario at the time. Captain Lou Albano before then was a WWE wrestler. I did learn he was, when he was wrestling, he was a WWE wrestler many, many years ago, even before Hulk Hogan, I think, was around. And he was the guy at the time, but a lot of back problems forced him to retire, and then he continued on his career in wrestling as a manager, where he managed some of the all-time greats like the British Bulldogs and more. I mean, if you haven't learned about Captain Lou Albano's history in WWE, you should go check it out. I mean, there's a video that was even posted to him when he passed away, you know, in 2010, you know, talking about his legacy and career, and where they even did mention the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, which was great. But yeah, Lou Albano, bro, he is Mario, okay? I have to say it. He is Mario, man. When it comes to him live action wise and, you know, TV series wise, you know what I'm saying? He is Mario. So, big double thumbs up to him. Rest in peace, Captain Lou Albano, man. Rest in peace indeed. It's been almost nearly about 12 years now, I think, since we lost him, I believe, because he died in 2010. So, yeah, it's been almost 12 years since we lost Lou, but still, Nothing OS can't deny what he accomplished at that time in the show. So, one more time, R.I.P. Captain Lou Albano.
I'm gonna jump, you're gonna crunch. Here we go. More crunch. Donkey Kong cereal. Donkey Kong. Here we go. More
I need to listen to it again, sorry.
Kids, you wanna help get Donkey Kong? Give me a crunch. One more. Kids, I'm gonna jump, you're gonna crunch. Here we go. More crunch. Donkey Kong cereal.
I at least like that he's trying to go with the Italian accent. I can see him trying to go with the Italian accent, so I'll accept it, sure. It's not that bad, but I guess I'll go and give it a thumbs up for him trying. I was almost gonna say maybe, but for the fact that he's trying with the Italian voice, you know, he's at least doing the Italian accent, kind of gives me a little more. Obviously, I don't know what this is because I've never seen it, but for the fact that he's at least trying to get to he's using the Italian accent, at least works. So, because when it comes to Mario, you have to at least use the Italian accent. I mean, not always, but mostly you should, you know, because he is Italian. So that works. So that definitely works. So it's not the best, but it works good enough that I'll give Larry Morgan Larry Morin a thumbs up. Even though I've never seen this. Oh, yes. So, the animation was a little bit different in compared to the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, but it was still kind of going around at that time as well. This was a few years later. This was 1991, obviously, so... No, not 1991. I did say 1991, right? Yeah. So this was a few years later after, the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, where this was kind of their way of continuing on with DiC's, sponsorship with Nintendo to create the shows. They made Super Mario Bros. 3 and Super Mario World, where it's kind of supposed to somewhat look a little bit the same like the original animations they made for Super Mario Bros. Super Show, but a little bit different, but it still kind of continues on with the Sega of, you know, the Super Show. You know, they created 2 other shows a little later, although the only thing that was different was that, Captain Lou Albano was no longer voicing Mario in Super Mario World and Super Mario Bros. 3. It was this man, Walker Bone, or Boone, or however you say his name. I'm just going to say Boone. Or Booney. I'm just going to say Booney. I don't know if that's right, but Walker Boone was the man who voiced him in that Garza. And even these series weren't bad either. I don't really care too much about the Super Mario Bros. 3 show for that matter, because I haven't seen too many episodes of it, but I'm sure it's alright too, though, because That's the one where it started, because that was the one that came first before Super Mario World, because Toad's in that series, and then Super Mario World, you don't see Toad anymore, you see Yoshi. So, that's the appropriate order, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so, I mean, they're not bad shows, though. Like I said, I still like the Super Mario Bros. Super Show in the end better out of all three of them, but Super Mario Bros. 3 is alright, and Super Mario World wasn't that bad either. I have DVDs of some episodes of the Super Mario World show, and it was actually alright. It was actually an interesting show. But still, Super Mario Bros. Super Show is still way better, though, and of course, I still like Captain Lou Albano better. But Walker Booney's voice was good, too. I ended up, because of the two shows, because Super Mario Bros. 3 was okay, and then Super Mario World was actually alright, I ended up actually liking Walker Booney's voice. So, for that regards, I'll give him a double thumbs up as well, because those two shows aren't bad either. So, I have a respect for Walker Booney's voice in Mario. So, yeah, definitely.
That's gonna end up fast. Remember the trouble we got into
That's Luigi, by the way.
Phone bill amount
That's Mario.
$1,295.31. Hey, that was back when we had to work for a living.
Yeah, obviously it's not as good as compared to Captain Lou Albano's voice, but it still works, because it still turned out to be an interesting show when I checked it out, And Super Mario Bros. 3. The only thing I own of Super Mario Bros. 3 is a VHS, it was that mummy episode, whatever, I don't know. It had another episode as well, but that's the only thing I own from it. Only because my brother OJ has it, but never mind.
Come to Mario teaches typing. On your mark, get set, go!
Hi, Luigi. Can't talk.
That was short. That's actually not bad, though. That was a good Italian accent.
Welcome to Mario teaches typing. On your mark, get set, go!
I guess this was like a special typing game involving Mario, because, there are typing games for kids that they learn for typing, so I guess apparently they made one for Mario, but that was actually not bad. That accent was actually not bad, so you know what? I'll give that a thumbs up. Not bad.
Hi, Luigi. Can't talk long. Bowser doesn't know my video phone still works for calling out. I don't know where he's keeping me, though. Sewage. He's coming back. Gotta go later. Hello, Lou.
I mean, the accent's not too bad, but unfortunately, this game is unfortunately not a good game for a lot of Mario fans and people. A lot of people were not a fan of this game, and seeing the game itself, when I've seen clips of it on YouTube, I wasn't a big fan of it either, so even though the voice is alright, but I can't really accept this, so no, because that game really was not actually that good. That was actually not a good game, so no. Although that is where the inspiration for that Ouija character came from and then all that, but still, it just didn't work, so the game just didn't work, so I can't really give it that much credit, even if the voice is good. There's some instances where sometimes a game, whether it's bad or good, sometimes it doesn't overshadow the voice, but other times if it is that bad, or if it is that bad, then sometimes it can overshadow the voice and people wouldn't care even if it is good, you know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that can happen sometimes, you know what I mean? And it's one of those instances where the game is that bad that it overshadows even if the voice is good, or if it was at least okay, so no.
Luigi, I can't talk along. Bowser doesn't know my video phone still.
I was kind of curious to wonder if I was going to give anybody a thumbs down in this video, but looks like we found my first one for this video.
Later, Luigi. Hi, Luigi. Listen, Bowser is.
Like I said, the voice really isn't that bad, but it's because you got the accent, but it's just the fact on how that game just didn't work for people is another one. Yeah, and this one definitely did not work either. This is another terrible Mario game. This is perhaps one of the worst Mario games ever. Everybody considers this to be the worst Mario game out of every Mario game they've ever made, Hotel Mario in 1994. This game had nothing. All you just did in this game was just play as Mario and you try to close doors when they're open and you're avoiding the villains. It's just... I was watching Dashi react to someone playing the game, and yeah, he wasn't liking it either, because all you're just doing is opening and closing doors. You're not doing anything like what you normally would be doing with Mario in video games. It's a boring and lazy of a game, so this is definitely one of the worst Mario games ever, so definitely a hell no for this guy, Mark. however you say this name. So definitely a thumbs down. Double thumbs down for that matter.
It's from Bowser. Dear pesky plumbers, the Koopalings and I have taken over the Mushroom Kingdom.
I mean, the voice...
Is now a permanent guest.
If I didn't care that much about the game being that bad, I probably would have given this a maybe, because that voice is kind of a bit in between being an okay and then being not so okay, so I probably would have maybe have given this guy a maybe if only that game didn't suck ass so bad. So if it wasn't that bad of a game, I probably could have given him a maybe, but because it's that bad, it just overshadows the voice, so it's double thumbs down. Anyway, I definitely never heard of this game, Mario's Time Machine Duelex. I don't even know if this was even featured in my last Mario voice comparison video from a few years ago, or however long it was when I reacted to the original Behemoth 89 Mario voice comparison before it was updated recently this year.
Wait, don't I know you? My name's Mario. Who are you? Bowser's museum is inside his castle. I have to get in there to return all the stolen artifacts before history is changed forever. At last, Bowser's castle. I'll show that no-good reptile.
I don't think I'm really liking this one, so no.
As long as I'm around.
Kind of sounds more like Wario, honestly, so no.
Mario! Hello!
Of course. I mean, who else would you include in a voice comparison video for Mario? If you didn't include this guy, it would never have been the same. It would never be the same without him, so of course you have to include him. That is the real voice of Mario, the one true Mario that has been him since 1995 and still voicing him even till this very, very day. He is the one true Mario, ladies and gentlemen. That man right there, Charles Martinet. That man has been voicing Mario for so many years now. It's been almost nearly about probably 4 decades now since he's been voicing this character and still voicing him even till this very day. And even though he may not be voicing Mario in the upcoming Mario Bros. Movie, at least he still gets to be involved in the movie somehow. When the cast of the Mario movie was revealed last year in the beginning of 2022, they did reveal that Charles Martinet would be... Excuse me. I must have been talking too fast, but when they did reveal the cast last year, they did mention that Charles Martinet will be involved in the movie somehow. They unfortunately didn't reveal who he's voicing or if he's going to have cameo appearances or something like that in the movie. But when the movie does come, though, we will find out. It'll be interesting to see. If he does make a cameo appearance in the movie, that'll be pretty cool. Like, if he shows up in animation, that'd be pretty cool. I think it would work, because, you know, I was picturing how back in the old days before Stan Lee passed away in late 2018, he used to do cameos in a lot of the Marvel, live-action Marvel movies and stuff like that. I was imagining if they were to do this more, like if they continue on with the Mario movie saga, if the movie does well next month and they continue it on like they're doing with the live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movies, that if they were to, like, imagining what if they do that with making Charles Martinet be like Stan Lee, they have him make cameo appearances, you know what I'm saying? That would be pretty cool. I don't know if they'll do that. I don't think they will, but it would be pretty awesome if they were to capitalize on that, you know what I'm saying? Because that man is just the one true Mario, bro. There's no other man like him. I mean, there's never going to be another individual that can voice Mario in video games or anything like Charles Martinet, man. He's just the one true Mario. He's done other characters as well. We all know he also does Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, and a few others, but it's Mario, man. I mean, when you think of Mario, or when you think of this guy, or when you see this guy, you will always think of him as Mario, because he's just been the voice behind him for so many years. He's always been the one true voice behind him, you know what I mean? How can you not think of him as Mario? Like, it's impossible. He's been him since 1995 when they made the first, like, 3D Mario game with Super Mario 64. It's all been him since those days. So it's just impossible not imagining him as Mario. But you get my point. You already know he was going to be a double thumbs up. You knew he was going to be in this video, so definitely double thumbs up. #1 pick in the video for sure. Moving on. Like, there's nothing more left to say. Like, he is Mario. All-time classic voice roles from a lot of the famous games.
Mamma mia. Game over. Here we
All-time
go.
classics.
I'm tired. Let's go. Mamma mia. Okie doke.
Just an all-time classic, man. Just fantastic. Let me fix this screen. Sorry, I had to fix the screen, sorry. But anyway, yeah, that's the real man right there, Charles Martinet. I actually can do a bit of Charles Martinet's Mario voice impression, actually. I have a few voice impressions of mine, and I've actually been working on my Charles Martinet Mario voice. Some people say I actually didn't do a bad job when I did the voice, so allow me to, before we continue on, because we all know that the next one's going to be Chris Pratt, because we all knew who's going to be last in the video anyway. We all know Chris Pratt's going to be up next, and he's going to be the last one, but before we get to him, let me just show you and demonstrate a little bit of my, my Charles Martinet Mario voice impression for y'all, and let y'all see what y'all think, you know, because I've been working on it, and some people say I actually don't sound too bad as him, so here's my demonstration right now of the Mario voice, so hello, it's me, Mario, woohoo, hello, hey, let's go kick some butt, Mario, get you next time. Here we go! Mario's the winner! Oh, Mario get you next time! I just did my best I could. Thank you so much for celebrating Mario Day with me. It has been an amazing year, and time after time, celebrating my life after spending so many years. Every year will be the Mario Day on March 10th, and I am so glad to have all my loyal fans out there celebrate my famous games. I hope you continue to play more of my games in the future, and don't forget to check out the next upcoming Super Mario Bros. Movie in theaters, April 5th. Hope to see you there. Okie dokie. Bye-bye. So, yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Was that good or not? Because, honestly, I think I sound good, but I don't know how y'all hear it. Because sometimes when I do voice impressions, sometimes when I hear my own voice, I think I sound good. But then when other people get to vote and judge on it, they see it, they hear it differently. I don't know why that is, but it just happens, you know? So, leave a comment down below right now. Do you think my Charles Martinet Mario voice is good? Let me know, because I really would like to know. Because I did even make an Instagram video when I was doing my Mario voice impression as well, and, you know, I was having pictures of Mario on my walls, because I do have some Mario posters on my wall showing pictures of him while doing my voice, and some people said I did good, so let me know in the comment down below. Is my voice impression for Charles Martinet's Mario good, or no? So, yeah, anyway, let's continue on. I know that some of y'all don't want to see him, but he's unfortunately the last one in the video, and plus, I need to share my opinions with him anyway, so I was hoping he'd be in the video so I could share my opinions, whether you like this or not, but I need to share my opinion on him, so let's get to it for the very last person. We all know who it is. Chris Pratt. So before we start listening to his voices that they've put into this video, let me just say this. Obviously, Chris Pratt, ever since he was revealed as the voice of Mario for the movie last year when they revealed the cast on Nintendo Direct, and ever since the first trailer, which is where that thumbnail of Mario comes from, people have been having mixed reviews, mixed reactions, mixed opinions, and have been having a lot of criticism and backlash towards Chris Pratt's voice ever since he was revealed. It's been like just non-stop talking of just mixed opinions over his voice ever since then. I can feel that one of the reasons they're complaining and having problems with him is because obviously his accent is not really Italian. I think it's because people say it's more like a Brooklyn accent than an Italian. I mean, because the thing is, while Mario is Italian, he is from Brooklyn, but I guess some people think it's unnecessary that he should be given a Brooklyn accent just because he's from Brooklyn, but he is Italian. I can kind of see that. But personally, me, I don't have a problem with it. When I watched the trailers, I was curious to wonder how the voice was going to sound, but even though they continue to release more and more clips from the movie before the movie even comes out next month, I still haven't even put my decision if I'll like the voice or not, you know? For me, I'm only giving it a maybe for right now. For right now, it's a maybe for Chris Pratt. But I'm hoping that by next month, when I go to see the movie in theaters, I will change my opinion and give it a thumbs up by then. I'm hoping that his voice will be a lot more better when the movie comes, and that the movie itself will be good, that I hopefully will change my opinion on the movie and Chris Pratt's voice of Mario and give him a thumbs up by then, and maybe even add him to my list as favorites along with Charles Martinet and others that I'll reveal after this. I'm really, really having high hopes for this movie to be great because, they obviously didn't put Bob Hoskins up here because he's not, he's not animated voice because, obviously Behelit89 only does video game and animated voices. But Bob Hoskins, he was the man who played Mario in the live-action Super Mario Bros. Movie back in, I think it was 1993, if I'm not mistaken. And people obviously still hate that movie. A lot of people have bad reviews about that movie. It's not a good movie for a lot of people. Back in the days, though, I heard that the movie was pretty good. Like, back in the days when Mario was still in the 90s, people thought the movie was cool, but nowadays with modern Mario fans, a lot of people are not a fan of that movie, and I'm not really a fan of it either, even though I own it on DVD for some reason. I mean, it's not the worst movie. It's okay. It's watchable. It's just because they don't go a lot with his stuff that he does in the game and just decided to make him and Luigi their own characters instead of going with their stories in the game. That's probably one of the biggest reasons why people hate the movie. And that's what I'm really hoping for as well. I'm hoping that this movie will do a lot more better than the live-action Mario Bros. Movie that was made back then in 1993, if I'm not mistaken. Still, nothing or less, rest in peace to the man who played Mario in that movie, Bob Hoskins. He's been dead for a few years now. Bob Hoskins is pretty much more well-known for being the man who was in that Who Framed Roger Rabbit movie. He made the cover of the cover of the movie along with Roger Rabbit himself. That's pretty much where he'll mostly be remembered as the best friend. I haven't seen the movie yet, but it was like one of the highest grossing films at the time. It was like the second highest grossing film or whatever year it was. But that's where Bob Hoskins will mostly be remembered as, the man who was like the best friend of Roger Rabbit and Who Framed Roger Rabbit. But as Mario, he still, I guess, did okay. But like I said, the movie just doesn't live up to the hype for most fans nowadays. That's all I can say. But still, rest in peace to Bob Hoskins too, though. But for Chris Pratt, like I said, I'm hoping that he'll be better, and the movie will be good, way more better than the live-action movie, and much more. I'm really having high hopes for this movie to be great, and that I'll have respect for this movie, that I'll love it so much, and have hopes that I'll end up changing my opinion on Chris Pratt's voice and end up liking him, and then maybe have him as one of my favorite voices for Mario. So, for right now, it's a maybe, but hopefully by next month when I go see it, I will hopefully give him a thumbs up by then. That's all I can just say. I'm sure a lot of Mario fans will probably agree with me out there after what I said. I know I didn't have to talk that much about it, but I just had to explain. So, let's just continue on, and let's just hear his voice, and just get to the end of the video so I can pick my favorites. We obviously know they're going to play trailers, because the movie still hasn't come out yet.
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Get Michael Key.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
That's the one that fans had problems with at first. When the first trailer came out with that little accent he tried to do, that was the problem that had problems with fans, but never mind. Anyway, that's all the voices, so, this was actually a pretty interesting list. It was awesome to relook at the voices of Mario over the years, because some of them, like Peter Cullen, for example, I did forget he was Mario at one point in his career. While he's mostly well known for Optimus Prime, I did forget he was Mario at one point from when I originally reacted to this video back then, when this wasn't updated to how it is now, but yeah. But it was a good way to look back at it. Obviously, out of all of them, when it comes to, let's start with live-action wise, because there's not that many people who played live-action Mario. Live-action wise, obviously Captain Lou Albano because of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, and he's my favorite for both animated wise and live-action wise, because Lou Albano did both of the live-action segments and the cartoon segment, so I have to give it to Captain Lou Albano as live-action Mario. He's my only pick for live-action Mario. Bob Hoskins was okay in that movie as well, but like I said, that movie didn't really work for most people. It wasn't the best, and it wasn't that good, so it's only Captain Lou Albano. Rest in peace, Captain Lou Albano, and rest in peace to him for, as my favorite animated voice, like I said, just, there's no denying Captain Lou Albano for what he did, for his accomplishment he made when being Mario, so, once again, R.I.P. Captain Lou Albano. He's my only favorite for live-action Mario, and then animated-wise, obviously, Captain Lou Albano is also up there, and also, Walker Boone, I think that's his name, right? Yeah, Walker Boone. Captain Lou, animated wise and video game wise, Walker Boone, Captain Lou Albano. Was there anybody else I liked? Nah, I don't think there was anybody else. I think it's only them two, and also Charles Martinet. So yeah. It's 3 favorites because Captain Lou Albano, with him being my favorite for both live action and animated wise, he's obviously still accounted for as 3, you know what I'm saying? So, only 3 total favorites for Mario. Captain Lou Albano, Walker Boone, and of course the one and only Charles Martinet. Charles Martinet definitely number 1, Captain Lou Albano 2, and Walker Boone is number 3. And if Chris Pratt is good when the movie comes out next month, when the new Super Mario Bros. Movie comes out next month, and April 5th, if the movie is good, and if his voice is even better in the movie as well, depending on it, I don't care whatever, if it's both or if it's one of those options, hopefully I will give him a thumbs up by then. It's only a maybe for now with Chris Pratt, but hopefully if the movie and his voice does better when it comes out, hopefully I will end up giving him a thumbs up, and he will hopefully then perhaps be added to my favorites as voice of Mario. So if it works, he will be added as my 4th favorite voice for all Marios, you know, but it's only 3 for right now. So that's all I got to say. So those are my 3 picks for right now. So anyway, now that that's out of the way, time for y'all to leave a comment down below now, and don't forget to share it with all your friends, letting me know who you love as Mario. I already know, I'm sure, obviously a lot of you are going to say Charles Martinet, so I don't really need to ask that, because that's not even a question when it comes to Charles Martinet. But if you have other favorites too, other than Charles, you could say that as well. So leave a comment down below and share it with your friends to get their opinions as well, who you love as Mario. And if you have anything to say about some of the other guys, like Chris Pratt, or even maybe Bob Hoskins, you could say that as well. And also, leave a comment down below if you even thought that my voice impression for Charles Martinet Mario was good or not, because I gave you all a little voice impression of him before I got into Chris Pratt. So even let me know if my voice impression of Charles Martinet's Mario was good or not. Leave me know in the comments down below. So yeah. Y'all vote now in the comments, share it with your friends to get their opinions. That's all I got left to say. Thank you all for joining me in this video. This was a good, I think I actually feel pretty glad that I made this as a last minute decision for a video to make to celebrate Mario Day on YouTube. I'm glad about it because I almost wouldn't have not done this if I didn't think if there was going to be if there has been an updated version of Mario Voice Comparison uploaded on YouTube. And thankfully I looked it up and found out there was and made this the last minute decision. So now that that's out of the way, I'm just ready to go ahead and just wrap this day up because I won't be too much longer before I go to bed. So thank you all for joining me. I hope you had a wonderful Mario Day. Even tell me what you did for Mario Day if you liked it. Did you play any Mario games? Watch any Mario related stuff? What did y'all do for Mario Day? Let me know if you want to tell me that too. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and head on out of here, y'all. Thank you once again for joining. Happy Mario Day, everybody. I will see y'all next time. I don't know when the next video will come out. Hopefully it'll be tomorrow when I'm at Andrew's party, but if not, then that's okay. Because you all know that I don't make videos nearly as much anymore because of the 2 copyright strikes, that I'm trying to avoid myself from making too many videos in case if some of them are copyright claimed or copyright, you know, and all that. So I'm trying to be a little more careful because this channel, my first channel here, Joe Flash 6.7, is on its last stroke, you know, so if I get one more strike, this channel will be disabled. So then that's why I set up my second YouTube channel, Joe Flash 6.7 lives to continue my career, but you know. So yeah, but hopefully nothing else. I'll be back with more videos very, very soon because I definitely have all the time next week for spring break, so hopefully I will decide on more videos by then. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here, so I hope you have a good one. So, happy Mario Day, everybody. That'll be it for today, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Dislike to give it a thumbs down. Join me next time in the next video. To all you boys, men, and guys out there, fist bumps go to all of you, and to all the girls, ladies, and women out there, kisses go out to all of you. But until then, this is Joe Flash signing off, and have a good day, or good night.